Listen, when mom wants lemon bars, mom gets lemon bars. But I don't think I have enough lemons, do you? But luckily, I don't have to squeeze these today, or juice them, I should say. I have, if you haven't seen my YouTube short, I have a client that has a lemon tree and we always get to pick lemons from them. So I had a ton of lemons last time and I zested them first and then I cut them in half and juiced them all and froze them in little, my little cupcake, mini cupcake mold. So no juicing for me today. We're going to start off by making the crust, which is going to take 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 3 cups measured out total because we are going to need some for the filling as well. And this is going to be for our filling. Next, we are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to add 2/3 cup of powdered sugar to that. And we're just going to give this a whisk to combine. Next, we're going to add to this 1.5 sticks of melted butter, which I have melting in my microwave. All right, now we're just going to add that to our mixture. If you have never made lemon bars before, this is a very buttery crust. It is made with a shortbread crust, so it's very delicious. You just want to mix it until it comes together like so and forms a dough. So you do not want to over mix this dough. So the next thing you're going to do is get your 9x13 pan and line it with either parchment paper or silicone mat. These silicone mats are a lifesaver. It saves you from having to cut the parchment paper to the right size and all that. It's just a pain in the butt. I love these silicone mats. I will link them down below in case you guys are interested in purchasing those. So now you just want to take your crust and you just want to press this into your pan. Oh, and before I forget, turn your oven to 350. Why do I always forget to tell you that? I don't know why I forget. That's the first thing you want to do because you're going to pre-cook your crust and then make your filling. And if you need a little help, take the bottom of your measuring cup and this will help push down and smooth out your crust. This is what your crust should look like. Now you're going to bake this for 20 minutes at 350 until it's a light golden brown, turning halfway in between. And while we are waiting for our crust to finish cooking, we are going to move on to the filling. So the first thing you want to do is add the sugar to a food processor. You want a super fine sugar. All right, so now we are going to start with our sugar, and we have 3 cups of sugar that we are going to add to the food processor here, and we just want to pulse this until it becomes a fine sugar. We're also going to add the zest of 3 lemons. These are big lemons, but I'm still going to use 3 because we like it extra zesty around here. And if you've never used one of these before, you see how it has the there's like all those holes right there? That creates a curled zest, if you can see that, so that you can use these for things like making candied lemon peel, you know, that sort of thing. So that's what I like this for. Or if you just want some curly decoration on your dessert on top, that would be a great addition. All right. And now we'll juice those later for something else. All right. So part of the reason for doing this too is not only to get super fine sugar and to, but it's by adding the lemon zest into the sugar, the sugar takes on the lemon flavor and it will make a more robust lemon flavor in the end result. So we're gonna take the sugar and add the last remaining half a cup of flour. Give this a nice mix just to get it all combined. Now I'm gonna melt my 1 cup of lemon juice with a stove or in the microwave, either way. All right, the next thing we're going to do is add our 1 cup of lemon juice, which I'm going to strain just in case I missed any seeds or if there's any funky stuff in there that shouldn't be. Well, I shouldn't say funky. There's nothing funky in there, but there definitely may be some seeds in there, and we don't want seeds. And then we are going to add 8 eggs. And you can mix this by hand if you want to get carpal tunnel. But I'm going to use a hand mixer. You could also use a stand mixer, but I don't feel like pulling Big Betty out right now. So I'm just going to use my hand mixer, and you just want to mix until it's combined. That was less than a minute. We're good to go. And now, as soon as our crust comes out, we are going to pour this right on the warm crust and throw it back in the oven for another 25 minutes. And this is what your crust should look like. A nice golden brown all around. So now we're gonna just take our filling and we're just gonna give it a quick mix one more time to make sure everything's mixed all nicely. Look at how yellow that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So gorgeous. We're just gonna pour that right on top. We're gonna very carefully, whoa, take this over to the oven. Yikes.
2,000 years later.
My mom said to give you a message. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Whatever mom wants, mom gets, so you better listen, okay? She's turning 80 this year, so don't tell anybody. But whatever mom wants, mom gets, so you better hit that button. Trust me, she knows. She's a mom. She knows everything. All right, we're ready to pull this out of the oven now. Oh yeah, baby, it's perfectly done. Look at that. That is beautiful, baby, beautiful. Perfectly done all the way through. Not jiggly, nice and firm, but still soft. Now we are gonna let this cool for an hour at room temp, and then we are going to stick it in the refrigerator for 2 hours until it completely cools. Then we will powdered sugar. Then we will cut and taste. See you in a few hours. All right, so now it's time for dusting of the powdered sugar. This is nice and chilled. It's been chilled for 1 hour out at room temperature and then 2 hours in the refrigerator. A little trick with powdered sugar, when you dust it on top of here, it pretty much within a short period of time will just disintegrate and dissolve into the lemon bars because of the type of powdered sugar it is. There's some sort of powdered sugar called snow sugar, which is like 3 or 4 times, maybe even more expensive than regular powdered sugar. And I found a trick on how to get that snow sugar, which the snow sugar has cornstarch in it. So you add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to your regular powdered sugar, and that will make it like snow sugar. And you just mix it in. And that type of sugar makes it so that it does not dissolve in your lemon bars or whatever you're sprinkling it on. And I'm glad I found this hack because I'm telling you, it was like $14 for a bag of the snow powdered sugar. Is ridiculous. So a tip, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 cup of powdered sugar. And we're just gonna give this a dusting. We're gonna cut into this and taste this thing. If you've not seen one of these before, this is a pastry wheel cutter. This is a multi-wheel pastry wheel. So this allows you to cut even shapes, squares, whatever it is that you're cutting, whether it's like long rectangular or squares. So what you wanna do is line it up, close that so that it doesn't move on me. And I'm gonna mark this. If I was cutting brownies, I would take the brownies out and cut all the way through, but because I can't pull this out, I'm just going to make a mark and then cut with my knife. You're gonna keep it in the same position and cut the other way. This gives you nice even squares. Now I'm gonna take my knife and cut all the way through on the marks that I just made. And you wanna clean your knife in between each slice so that you get a nice clean slice. Maybe I put a little too much powdered sugar, but that's all right. It's making a mess, but it's gonna be good. You should probably wait to cut it until the powdered sugar gets settled in, but I wanted it. Oh, that's good. Look at that, baby. Nice and lemony. So lemony from all of the juice and the zest I put in there. That is good. Now it's time to go give my mom a piece. I will link the recipe for this down below. It was from John Cannell. He has amazing recipes. Go check him out. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, I told you my mom's going to come and find you, so you better do it. It's her birthday this year, and she's turning 80, so that's her birthday present. You can be her birthday present from you to her. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to take whisks and just try not to burn anything down while you're doing it. Whew.